You can't hear me. So this is probably not going to focus real easy because of the teleprompter. Sorry for the technical difficulty, just give me a second. Ooh, you're fine. See, now I'm in focus, so the teleprompter's like weighing it down and messing up the thing. I'm going to maybe redo this before I put the teleprompter back on. Oh, the other thing we should do is this. Oops. If I can move this ball. Yes, how are you guys doing today? How are you doing, chat? So excited. I'm sorry I didn't stream last week. I was just having an anxiety day. I just was not. See, now it's up super high. Okay, let's put the teleprompter back on and see if that lowers it down with the weight. Oh, I just crashed. No! So the software for the teleprompter regularly decides it just wants to crash. It's kind of fun. And this thing's supposed to just slide on. And it's probably easier if I do it before. And that's gonna mess with the zoom again. Sorry. No, it's easier. Oops. Well, chat, isn't this so exciting? I have echo in my audio. What part of my audio? My mic? Thank you, Fight Stick. What part of my audio is echoing? Just my mic? So it's probably because I wasn't close to my mic. Because my camera broke. Let's throw you back over here. There we go. So now I need to be over here. My goodness, that was a little hard. Where did the chat end up? Yep, audio's better now. Okay, well. Let's see. Oh my goodness, come on, just slide on. I know you want to, like the thing is, there it is, come on. Oh, I know what. Here we go, let's do it. The mouse is just being stupid again. There we go. How's that camera? Who even knows where's OBS? Oh. I disappeared my OBS. I did disappear my OBS. Well, so much for that. Camera's okay, thank you. I'm glad we fixed that camera. I figured that the reverb was from the whatever it is. From me not being getting the mic, essentially getting the echo of my voice itself. I am live. Camera's okay. Big Man Pros. Reverb and echo and audio. Did we fix that? My bite rate's all messed up. Oh, I forgot to put it on Wi-Fi before. You will. I'm about to let's just go to the fun one where you only see my face, and now I need to reset. So for this teleprompter to work, there's the software that goes in between called Display Link Manager, and that allows me to, right here where you guys live, where chat lives, to put a thing there. But it likes to crash when I'm streaming. I guess my Mac is not powerful enough for that, and that doesn't make any sense to me. Good audio on this view. Cool. Yeah, it's all about, I guess. Oh. See, now I'm blurry, but I think we're close enough. Do you think? I think this is close enough, right? This is close enough. This is close enough. Bigger Man Pros. We're good, we're good. So, today, we're going to use some Zig. Because I need to learn a new language and I never got around to Rust, so it goes back. Give me a second. I know why. I know why. Okay, so we should have no up. I only have, I was only sending my sound to OBS twice. Because why do it easy when we can do it the hard way? Oh my goodness, that took too long to get going, but we're going and we're ready to go, chat. We're ready to go and do some Zig. So we should make a new repo. Then we're gonna make a dir. We're gonna call it my name is Soy Pete, not because I eat a lot of soy, but because I speak Spanish. And so this is a joke. If you don't get it, I suggest you watch Silicon Valley, and if you still don't get it, then I made a bad joke. But I think it's a funny joke. I just want to update the code on the code command. We're gonna call it Zig Twitch Chat Bot. You can add a README. Do they have a get ignored template for Zig? They do not. So if they don't for Zig, we don't care. License. I personally like MIT. Yeah. Create. So. Oh. Well, yeah, now I can get clone. And actually, I just need to set remote, right? And we can just get set remote. Is it get remote set? So it is. Oh, be real! Smile chat, you're on camera. Also, you want to know what's not working? My Stream Deck's not working, but I don't use my Stream Deck that much. Thank you, chat. I just quit my Stream Deck, so. But I'm not gonna Stream Deck. Do. Okay, so I can do get remote set URL add origin like that, right? No such remote? Come on, guys. No such remote. Can I just add the URL? Oh, so I just do a set URL. Well, there isn't an old one. This is why I always just make GitLab do it for me. You know? But I need to learn these things. I need to learn how, well, I know that. I've learned them before. It's just learning how to remember these things, right? Get remote. Can I do set URL and just push that? Oh, I think I want it to be the SSH one anyway. Now it's okay, says Joseph on YouTube. I'm glad YouTube chat's working. Okay, that's where we're gonna have you. This is chat. No, come here. But it, like, lives in a weird world. There we go. And it disappears when OBS is not on top, so sorry, YouTube chat. You're just not as important, I guess, as Twitch chat, because Twitch chat works really easy. Okay, so get remote. I did. Okay, so that didn't work. Get remote help. I can just do get remote add then. That's what I'm gonna do. Get remote add. And then I'm gonna do dash. And then I don't think I need anything. Just get remote add name origin. So now if I do get remote dash v. See, okay, it did work. Yay, I made it work. That's too hard. Too hard. Whew. Get pull. The other thing I need to do is I need to set up 1Password to manage all of my permissions. I don't know how to turn on OBS WebSocket with this tool. Oh, I have to run it on my other one. So, I've always wondered... Okay. I can turn on captions if I'm smart about it. I'll figure that out. Okay, cool. So now we have... I thought it was supposed to have a readme on it. Doesn't it have a readme on it and a license? Okay, so I should be able to do a git pull. And have stuff. What? Nothing to commit? Git pull. Oh. Oh. Yes, they should be main. Main. Nothing to commit? Will you just let me... Oh. Okay. Yo, you use Big Provost, you use the one, the SSH integration? I only have it on this machine. I know. We'll just call it Hija de Antonia and... But I think it, like, if I had it on multiple machines, that's where I would, like, get a huge win. Oh, gosh. But I don't know. I never made this bigger, did I? So, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm glad we fixed our ding sound. Okay, now we got it. So let's figure out. Go to the Zig homepage. Zig is simple. I don't think I have it downloaded, to be fair. I have a 5013C corporation. Wait. Does Webby do Zig? Bet it does, if it does. I was gonna say, if AJ's involved, it does Zig. So. Sweet. We have Zig installed. Zig is pre-1. Oh, does that mean I'm a Zig early adopter? I saw somebody had an entire database built in Zig. That's really funny. Okay, so I don't need a Zig download. Zig learn. Introduction in depth. When Zig is already there. Code examples, tools, getting started. Online learning. Zig on exorcism. Ziglings? Is that like rustlings? That's hilarious. Sorry. Do they have a Zig in it? Yeah. They don't. Okay. Oh, the question is, do we have Vim Zig plugins? They do. Let's go add that then. Edit V. I like Zig. Oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. So now I do source, so I thought, how do I source this? Plug diff. Doesn't have one because I didn't source it. How did I do that? If you're using NeoVim, oh, we should do a format on autosave. The default compiler gets used by make. Oh, so I can just do that? Let's go down here. Also, you complete me doesn't work. I thought 0 was turned off, so we want it on. Invalid argument on line 32? Oh. What do you mean? Where is my invalid argument? Oh, is it because I don't have a comma there? It's gotta be it. There we go. Now it's source. Now I can do a plug diff. Okay, now I can do a plug update. Oh, we'll do a plug install. We're having an interesting situation at work and it's all my fault. I complained about notebooks too loud this time. Literally too loud. And I think in Legacy. Sorry, I have to reply. Oh, that is a reply. In legacy. Cool. So now we installed that. So I should be able to then get out of this. I can get out of this because I don't actually need that open. And so I can do nvim, what do they call that on their setup website? No, hello main.zig. Of course they don't set it up like the Go one does, but I can just make a template for that if I like Zig, right? Oh, the other thing I was gonna see, sorry, is if Golang plugin z.dev. The z.dev video is my highest rated video right now. So people see, look, that's only on, it's not, I am on here because it's me, but that's really, like, this is my highest rated video. So if I could set this up and actually get it to the point where I like using it, then I should, but cargo about, they don't have a lot of plugins, and that's honestly where I'm sitting at. I do have Copilot set up, and it does a good job, but I don't know how to set up plugins. That's my point. Anyway, sorry. Clearly, we'll have to figure that out. Standard debug print. Okay, cool. Standard library, import vectors. These are all primitives, right? Do they have... I was looking at this online one. Do they have highlighters and LSP? They do have a Zig in it. Okay. Cool. Let's go back then to here. So... and I'm gonna do Zig init. Oh, clearly Zig init is not what I... initializes a Zig build application in the CWD. Well, we probably want init exe then, I guess. So, didn't they just say there was a Zig in it? Yeah, right there. How come this is not a... they should update their docs. Okay, so it's in source. Go never used the source, but all the other languages do, and I think... so this is wrong. Consider giving the Zig guide a read. Well, I guess I will. Unstable, stable library documentation, language reference. Oh, nice. Pointers, enums, union for if functions, errors, casting, assembly, built-in functions. Hello world. Well, we're going to be connecting to IRC, Twitch IRC, so. Right? Connecting to Twitch IRC server, so that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to have to use the WebSocket client, most likely. I don't know. So, what did they got here? Zig Builder working with C async. No, I just need to know. Do they have like a search here? Do they tell you how to set up an HTTP call? I mean, if they don't, then I'll have to find a different library, right? Hey, temporary, what's up? Sorry, I do not have YouTube chat like super in front of me. It's kind of off to the side, but I'm glad you joined us. I'm glad that discoverability on YouTube doesn't suck. Containers, Zig containers. Okay, cool. So let's go over here and we'll do Zig. Connect IRC. Right? A minimal IRC client with Zig. Well, I just want to implement one myself before we go too far. Let's just see what this issue is. Do they have any code? No. Small IRC client. Run IRC Zig. Is only a little small. Standard out, try. So there's a net socket. Let's start with that. Casting and coercion. Oh, this is fun. Is the net socket in here? Or do we just need to go back to like just straight up the source code? Because like I'm not unhappy with that. So we've got a lib, standard, probably there. We have a HTTP and we have a net. Let's go to net. Test Zig. Okay, let's go to HTTP then. Client server. Oh, we just need a client, right? Oh, the joys of a brand new language. Okay. Source main.zig. Oh, look, this is what they set up for us when you do Zig init. Can we do, they said you can do a, if with the Zig plugin, which I installed, so sorry. Let's try this. Stop. Compiler. Not compiler. Zig-exe. Compiler not supported. Wasn't that what it said to do? Zig build exe. Okay. Okay, so that does that's doing something. Maybe it'll be more effective in the terminal. Let's go. So now we can do zig build. Oh. Just zig build. Okay. Or can we do zig run? At least one optional argument. That's not what it said. Oh. Only a couple. Oh. Interesting. So I just do zig run and then source zig. Okay. Zig run source zig main. All your code bases belong to us. Okay. Zig build test. So right now it's using the LLVM compiler, which is fine. I guess all the tests pass. Oh, no. Just go back. Cool. So this is a simple test, doesn't do anything. All your blank belongs to us, which is code base. And that's literally why it said all your code belongs to us. All your code base belongs to us. Interesting. Interesting. Who the heck is emailing me this spam? Sorry. Okay. So we have a standard out. So we're just writing to the standard out, and we have a buffer to the standard out. And then we flush it. That's pretty simple. I think we're going to keep all of this. Except for before we flush it, let's go ahead. Well. Okay. Does the print always require arguments? Interesting. I'm gonna change this. Connecting. Well, we'll just, yeah. Connecting, setting up IRC client. Right? Because that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna set up an IRC client. They have Big Man Provost, thank you for subscribing with Prime. We love Prime subscriptions, and you You are the first one of my new stream goals, so that's super awesome. Glad. I don't know. Thank you so much. Must be because you're a Zig fan. I don't know if I should be a Zig fan or not. So we've got tests. So this is probably how they do lambdas then. Const HTTP standard. What the heck was that? Import built-in, import standard library. So we will need to import this STD, which I think we already are, right? Yep, we're importing that because we're using it. Nice. I don't know what they're doing memory for. So this is serving, this must be the server. Server destroy testing allocator. So we can do this. This looks about what we want. But I don't know if the HTTP client will do what. That's the one thing. And that guy who had a Twitch IRC thing that I probably left. This one. He used the he used the socket address, which probably what we need for IRC. I doubt that the HTTP will work with IRC, you know? So let's go back to Zig. Go find net. There was a test in here. Okay, HTTP v6. Parse and render IP addresses to compile time. Parse and render IPv6 addresses. Invalid parsable. Parse and render IPv4. Resolve DNS. Parse. Oh, because you're... Oh, if you're 6-month-old is smiling at me, then we win. I am the world's #1 aunt. I have 24 nieces and nephews? Or 24 or 25? The oldest one is only 5 years younger than me, so... Nothing too fantastic there. But I'm glad that that kid thinks that this is fun. And if making your kids happy is a good use of your Prime sub, then I appreciate it. Client to host. There we go. So this is a TCP connect. They used... Sorry. I'm just trying... We're gonna... probably brute force it a little bit. And then circle back. Because there's like a lot of constants and there's tests and there's a lot of things that I'm sure are I would like to solidify the learning for it. You know? But I don't want to slow IRC send. There we go. So it's a socket set. Yeah, okay. So I just need to set up the socket and call a send on it. No, what socket? Socket is import sys socket H. Oh, so it's wrapping a C thing? That makes me not want to use it. Okay, let's see if I can do it this way. We've got a lib standard netzig. So if I jump over here, all memory allocated with allocator will be freed when this function returns. Oh, so this must... No garbage collection. That's why it's already gross. Okay, so we'll just do WebSockets and we'll skip the IRC. So, and let's try one of these fabulous things. So, in the Zig Hello World Zig Guide, readers and writers at least in Go is how they do everything, which is pretty much threads, crypto, random numbers, formatting, advanced formatting, working with C, async. They don't have anything in here, do they, about HTTP. Zig setup. Well, I want somebody to walk me through it. If not, then I have to literally write that. Oh gosh. Is this Hacker News one really the best one? Easy to learn, average hard to master category? Interesting. Okay, let's start with that. What happened to the formatter? Okay, it worked. Undeclared identifier allocator. Yes, that's true. So the allocator is where all of the memory goes to. Go back here. So you don't want a testing allocator. But I'm sure this thing will tell me how allocators work, right? Got Zig. The Zig standard library provides a pattern for allocating memory, which allows programmers to choose precisely how allocations are done within the standard library. No allocations are happening behind your back in standard library. Well, good. The most basic allocator is heap page allocator. Yeah? Oh, general purpose allocator, GPA. I like that one. Zig library also has general purpose allocator. This is a safe allocator which can prevent double free, use after free, and detect leaks. Wait. But why is page allocator most common, but there's a general purpose one? I want to... General purpose sounds much... Okay. I think this is a lie. Not really. Arena allocator is take this child allocator. It allows you to allocate many times and only free once. Oh look, there's a defer allocator, free bytes. No, let's go. Where was the general purpose one? Oh, Zig. Safety over performance, but it still may be many times faster than the page allocator. It is? Okay, well then, let's go over here. It looks like we need to define it as a const. That's how they do things. So, const allocator equals... Did the Zig LSP set up when I installed my thing? It should have. That's the whole reason I installed that thing, was to have an LSP. How did they do? So, that. Oh. Maybe this is what I want. Do I want this used across functions? For right now, no. So this is okay. And then before we do that try flush, we need to that. Uh-oh, what happened? Insufficient disk space to continue recording. Give me a second. And I'm gonna restart the recording. Insufficient disk space? Who has downloaded 2 gigabyte? Move to trash. These are all on YouTube now. Move to trash. Actually, those... Stop. Yeah. I will, move them off YouTube later. I also, in movies, once they're oh, it crashed again. It crashed again. It crashed again. Let me get rid of all these MKV files. The MKV files are not big. But move to trash. Empty trash. Yep. Display link manager. Which display link manager crashed. That was the whole problem here, was display link manager crashed, and we fixed it. So what I need to check is, how is my hard drive doing? Wait, why did it said of the terabyte I have 600 gigabytes available. Why did I run out of memory for recording? Okay, let's start that recording again. Sorry! I don't know why. I have 300 gigabytes on here. They can get over themselves. So we were right here. So this will free up bytes. So this is interesting. So let's go ahead and so Mariah, that's me. I kind of have been... I did a podcast recently about memory management in Go, and so I feel like it would be a little hypocritical to completely ignore memory management in Zig. I'm a newbie, so I don't want to, like, spend my whole day trying to figure it out. But at the same time, I think it... Oh my gosh, there's that echo. There's that echo. Shush. There we go. Just copy that. Anyway, at the same time, I'm gonna at least document questions that I should find later to basically equate my knowledge. I don't think Go is necessarily the foundational place for memory management, but it is my foundational place. So the questions. One. I guess, will this defer prevent, will we be able to make additional calls after the defer executes? My thought is no, but again, we're just gotta figure that out. Is defer run at the end of the function? In my head it should be, but I don't know. And then the last one, with that allocator, we're giving it U8, which I assume is UInt8 and 100, so that should be 100 equivalents of UInt8, so that's what, like, UInt8 is 8, is that 8 bytes? So 800 bytes. What happens if we get more data than bytes? Does it stream it in via several data packets? Like, what is the buffer used for, I guess, would be the qualifier for that. What is the buffer? So, yes, that's it. So, we can save that now. Okay, so that still works. In Go, in the Go plugin, GoFumped won't work if it's invalid code. I don't know if that's the case with this, but maybe. I don't like how blurry my face is. Oh, well, have to figure that out later. There's another way I can set this up so that my camera is not... Basically, I put my mount under the thing, and then the camera is attached. Right now, the teleprompter is attached to the camera, and the camera's on the mount. So the other way to do it would be put the teleprompter on the mount and attach the camera to the teleprompter. The problem is they're both equal in weight. The difference would be if the teleprompter wasn't pulling on the camera, I think I would get better articulation on the zoom. That's the only thing. We have an unused local variable. What's the unused local variable? What's the unused local variable? Bytes? No, it's not. Online 18? Client. It is. Client is unused. So now we gotta go back to this thing. Client HTTP method, client URI, client headers. I don't know what we need. So, don't they just have... I only have one headphone playing in my ear? Well, that's fun. Oh, I don't care about that. I don't want this in Node.js. I would just want... I just want the API calls, please. Ah, you gotta love docs. When they're like, here you go. Why don't you just, like, do it this way? Non-SSL. Okay, so this is... We're starting with non-SSL, right? 20 message per 30 seconds. I want to send one message for every 5 minutes. Is this example chatbot still Node.js? I don't want Node.js. I have connected before, but I used a library that did all the hard work for me. So, oh look, there's a Twitch API. Derp. But the Twitch API does not do chat. And that's where we're back at IRC. I'm sorry. If you'd like to use this package, well, I just want to hit it. So we should be able to do a client connect. Is there a client connect? Client get. No, client standard parse. So let's, yeah, we need to parse the URI. So let's start with that. URI equals std equals std URI dot parse. Thank you for being so smart. Okay, so now we have a URI. So we should be able to just run a get. In theory. Request dinit. That must be how you kill it. So does this dinit function remove the variable allocation? We do not have any headers. Yikes. Oh, yeah, should we just do the header accept everything? Same thing. Does the dinit remove headers? That is the question. Something is wrong. Oh, yes. This is a good question. Why do they have semicolons? Don't forget the semicolons. Undeclared identifier URI. Do I need to put a var in front of that? Cool. None. SSL. In real life, I think we want SSL. Okay, so now let's try Zig run. Something happened. Okay, what happened? Expected type URI and found something that wasn't that. Cannot convert error union to payload type. Consider try using catch if. Okay, so I did something wrong. So here, when they do that, they just did that. Did I not parse it right? Or did the API change? I did a parse. Well, how do we print things? We do the blah 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 blah. Standard out print. Try standard out print. We want to print our URI. And then apparently we need at. Actually, let's do this. URI. It is of some type I don't know, but we'll figure it out in a minute. It's not a string though. We just figured that out, right? Where was our zig thing? Don't they tell you how to print something? Apparently they don't. Who knows? Oh, defer. Defer is used to execute a statement while executing the current block. Huh? They are executed in reverse order. Interesting. Where was my other one? There it is. Found it! But that's only if they're in the same block, right? Which doesn't always mean anything. Okay. Zig. Printing. Types. Try catch. Type coercion. No, I just want the print. Print. Hello world. Yes. Great. Okay, so I can just do nothing. So put nothing in there, and that should print as the type. Cool. Oh, and I am not going to remember the semicolons until I die. Okay. Wait. That must be a compiler error. It didn't run. Oh, I need to put in any. These docs are out of date, obviously. And probably because they don't have anybody working on them full time, right? So, that's gotta be it. It's gotta be that. 3 items in the cart. So, cool. It's not too bad, except for this doesn't compile. So let's figure out, what if I just removed it? Also, we're not doing anything with that allocator. I don't know why we even have this. That was a little confusing to me. I've decided because I'm not calling it. Try catch if. 32 now needs to try. Okay. Now we have. We're just crashing everywhere. I don't know what's crashing, but it is. So. And you weren't getting like any music on the stream. That might have been okay. You might have preferred not getting music on the stream. Okay, so I am using a try on line 32 right there. Oh, I don't need that yet. Didn't we decide those were some of the... Error, unused local variable. Which one? Headers? Yeah. I am just trying to get the URI to print. Oh, so there's nothing there, so that's why. The question is, does it want to stream? Oh, it wants to type URI. And so that's why I'm parsing it into type URI. That makes sense. But it doesn't like the WebSocket, probably. Let's go see if there's any more insight in the standard library. Where'd that go? Probably right here. So you have a standard library. Oh look, there's net. Was URI its own package with a parse? No, it's just a file with a parse. So there's a parse in here. So we might want this one. What does regular parse do? Oh, it does run parse without scheme. So what? After a scheme, a colon must appear. Slice reader, slice text. We do have a colon, right? WS colon. Okay, so that's there. Parse error, so it returns an error or a URI. That's how I'm reading that. Was the URI a type? URI scheme or URI. Okay, so URI is a type. Const URI. It's the test example. So I should be able to get a scheme and a path from that. Should we try that? URI path. And this is what we're going for. So we're going for URI scheme. And then URI. I hope this is how you write it. And so there is still a try there. But where we don't have a try is right here. And that's probably what it's mad at me about. No, this I still want open. I'm so used to only working in one terminal. Okay, so I got a URI scheme, but I didn't get a URI path. Interesting. And what did they tell us the type of scheme? No. Okay. Scheme is a slice of constants U at 8, which is what we got. User password. So these are all slices of U and 8. Interesting. So I bet the problem was just I didn't have it wrapped in a try. Do I know why that works now? Because, yes, it didn't create... I guess if an error has a possibility of returning, it won't create the... No, I don't want to actually do that. It doesn't... If there's a possibility of an error returning, my assumption... I missed the setup of headers? There it is. I guess if there's a possibility of an error returning, you have to do that. You have to use a try. Okay, so we do a request. We get this back, but we're not do anything. We don't do anything after that request D init. Oh, so we have to send it. We use a request writer and get a response. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's... Oh, nice. Use a request start, right? So this will run our request. So this bytes is where we're gonna run it to, okay. So this would be run request. Right, so this will be... We don't need to set this up yet. That can just be... Okay. Over here. So now that we wait for response. Now that you've sent your request, you should expect the server to give us back a response. To do that, we use the request.wait. Any response... Once request wait is returned, we can read it. So I'm not going to do that. Wait for response. This is a weird, a little bit clanky to me, but... And then now we have a bytes allocator. We've got a bytes allocator freed up. We read the response. And we pay, and then... Oh. What were we using bytes for? Who knows what we were using this for? And so now we have a body. I should be able to print that, right? I didn't forget the semicolon that time. We're making big strides. Undeclared body? Well, that's 330. Good. The compiler's doing a good job of keeping us on the straight and narrow, isn't it? Good job, compiler. Good job. Keeping us on that straight and narrow. So what does it say? Const body.read Alex. Expected 2 arguments and found 1. Oh yeah, it does. Why the heck do I only have 1? Did I forget to copy the rest? No. So this right here is the correct one. It expects 2 objects. So it thought it was an overloaded method, but it's not an overloaded method. So we're using a catch here. Method requires 2 arguments. Uh-oh. How did I write the print wrong? Oh, I did standard print, not standard out. So I broke the compiler again. Consider using a try catch on line 51. Oh, I should. We have to try that. Oh, at least it compiled this time. Oh, I keep... Look at all of those, dash ends I keep forgetting. Let's get some dash ends in here. And so that, I wonder if I put it as a string, if it will format that for me. Or if it'll say, this is not a string. Body bad request. Good. That's really good. It didn't say unreachable or something like that, right? So let's go back here. This only tells you how to, like... I know Twitch, like, wants... They want me to have a body, and they want that body to be just raw text. So that's fine. So we should probably just send a ping message. And see what happens. Right, and I think that we need this right here. So in the request, we need to attach a body. Did they tell us how to do that? No. They did not tell us how to do that. Oh, you'd use the writer, sorry. Yes, they do show us how to do that. So right here, that's what I need. This is growth. And that's before start? That's after start, but before wait. Actually, we want that too. So this is right payload. Okay. Let's try that. Not writable. It's not writable. Good to know. Okay. Did it not like it because I didn't use a try? No, I did use a try. So then what did it not like? Oh. Maybe it's just saying we can't. On this connection, it's not working. Okay. That's fine. Oh, we're using non-SSL, so that shouldn't matter. Like, I just want the ping and the pong. Oh! We don't send the ping. We wait for the ping? And we send a pong? Is that what no, yeah, the Twitch IRC server sends a ping message to ensure that your bot is still alive and able to send server messages. So we listen for that. Okay, so that's a problem. Sorry, my back itches. Send UFT. That's really funny that they use an HTTP code for this. I mean that they use the other API. But in this example, they're able to do this before they pass it. So let's try this. And let's see if there is... So here, their write all clearly is writing a string. I think it should already be in UTF. But let's go ahead and see if we can find where this goes down. So this is HTTP, then we have a client. In the client, we have a request. We have a request type struct, yes. Now in this request type struct, there are methods on it. I'm not quite sure how they define methods here. Oh yeah, okay, so that's how we define methods. That's on that, right? Definite is on request. Right there, dnit. So we have a dnit there on request. So I'm gonna actually do this now. We have a redirect on request. We have a send on request. Send HTTP request headers to the service. We have a retransfer. We have a wait. We have a reader. We have a read. All data. We have a write. Let's look at that write. Write. So it's writing it in bytes. So are we using write all or write? Do we have a send? We don't have a send. We have a writer and a... Oh, write is not on request. It's on writer. So we need to now, instead of looking on request, we now need to look for writer. Oh, hi AI assistant. Can you just stop doing that? I guess that's not how it works. It's not on writer. Because remember, we're doing writer write all. Which is this one, which calls write. Transfer encoding field? That's what I need to set. Okay, so we can set a transfer encoding, and we need that to be whatever the UTF thing is, I assume. I am making a big assumption here. But we can print that. So up here, when we create it, we can do a try, standard out, print, and then do encoding. Sorry, dash n request dot transfer. That was, how was that? Transfer underscore encoding. How's that music? Is that music too loud? I can turn it off for you guys. I enjoy it, but... Oh, it's kind of loud because I have it augmented, huh? That's much better for you guys, huh? Okay. So we want to figure out what the encoding is. Oh, I did it again. Hey, but I remembered the try this time. So we're getting better. Standard encoding. I have a semicolon after. Oh, it needed the period. Compiled. My dogs are barking, which means they probably need to go outside. Not my feet, my actual dogs. Not writable. Again, it doesn't actually do a ping. So I need to change that to be whatever the original cap one was. Was that over here? When they were like, hey, do this? What's wrong, Lou? Okay. I need to take her outside. So we'll want a 5-minute break and move on. Oh, also, what's with the new line, Mariah? Okay. So let's put this BRB, taking dogs outside, enjoy that music. I am back. I am sorry that took a minute. But I'm glad that some of you are still here with us. One of them is probably me. But, you know, it was worth it. Okay. Boop. Let me figure out. Oh. Now we got the okay with not writable. Yeah. Okay. Not writable. That's where we're at. We're at not writable. Case study print and zig. Did you know that there's a case study for it? Is there a case study server in Zig? Because, like, I'm pretty sure 90% of web development is building CRUD servers. Prove me wrong. Right? So, that's why it's interesting. It's not here. So, if 90% of web development is building, well, let's say it's building APIs. And the question is, what kind of APIs? Most of the time I do think they are web APIs to talk between microservices or web services, and by far the most popular paradigm is RESTful. So I would say, yeah, if that's the case, then the majority of web developer jobs are building CRUD APIs. And I would say the majority of software engineering jobs are still building CRUD APIs. I don't think people are designing and architecting software systems. I think they're building CRUD APIs. So prove me wrong. Where is this? Oh, hi, Todd. Well, I guess my thought is, since API is the generic term for interface, you could provide interfaces that are not necessarily different ways to send and receive bytes, but by far it involves CRUD. Like, I guess if you were using a pub subsystem, I don't know if that probably still could be considered CRUD. I just don't know if I would do that, but maybe I am just misinformed. So I think you're agreeing with me. Thank you, Fight Stick. It crashed again. What is happening to my Mac? That it is crashing every single one of the programs I have running. Oh, YouTube audio came back too? Well, that's because... Todd. I have never had this problem, Todd. Ever. I have been streaming on this computer for several years without a problem. So... It's only started crashing, Todd, since I got the teleprompter. So the Elgato teleprompter software is the problem. Don't blame my brakes. It's a teleprompter software. I have a lot of Elgato products connected to this Mac. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you're saying your software crashes all the time too. Gotcha, Todd. I feel better. But it is the teleprompter software that's causing everything to crash. I promise you. No, I wanted to literally quit this. So. The Elgato Stream Cam? The one that plugs into the teleprompter? What camera are you? I'm using the Elgato capture card. Is that my problem too? I don't know. Somehow I need to dedicate this stream garbage to just run on, to not share processing power. No, I don't want... There we go. I have the Stream Edition camera as well. I like that Logitech 4K one. I have two of them. Well, I used to have two. I gave one to my parents. Because I had two of them. Yeah, well, I was thinking about redoing my setup to use that. Because my camera, I have this, anyway. Call command line. Yes, is it possible to execute a shell command from Zig? I think you may want to look at the exec CVE function. That... I don't understand that. I'm just saying, it's also the teleprompter's been broken all week. So maybe it's more problems than it's worth just for me to feel good looking at the screen. Because it's honestly only for me to feel good looking at the camera. Because if I look at chat in the camera, it makes me feel like I'm talking to you. Instead of talking over here or over there. Get CWD. Get... I didn't think current working directory was what I wanted. I was just wondering why they would even have that. What package did they even send me to? OS? Well, OS is the right package. I think. Read, write. I don't need to write a file descriptor. I don't need to open a file. This one, X, CVE. I think they're right. Add this function. This function also uses path environment variables to get the full path to the executable. I think that's right. The question is, how do we use it? Oh, Todd. I agree. I don't think that's a little known fact. I think, also, I don't know, maybe it is little known, but I think all languages or communities are filled with people that don't know how to do it to another one. Oh, you found one? Isn't that the one I was looking at, though? Oh. I thought that was the same one I was looking at. Oh, no, it was a different one. Yeah. I found it. Here's how you can do it. And child process. Oh, yeah, this is much better than looking at the standard library. Note the comment from a month ago. Where's the comment from a month ago? For anybody coming across this post, exec has been renamed to run. Oh, that's also pretty common, right? Or at least in Go it's called run. Okay, how to execute. Okay. Import child process, standard child process, yeah. Gotta do more reading and good stuff. Not new, in new stuff. Yes. There is 100% a lack of tutorials, and it's all read the standard language. But I don't really expect anything else for Zig. I probably did before I knew that it was on version 0.11 or 0. I guess it's 0.11. But now that I know that, I would 100% expect to only be looking at self-documenting code. Anything but. I wish it was self-documenting code. I think you have to, for it to be self-documenting code, you have to know more of the paradigms of Zig, which are like lost on me altogether. And that is Mariah's fault because Mariah only does Go and apparently YAML these days. Yesterday, I spent a whole day in Terraform hitting my head against the wall wondering why somebody wrote such bad Terraform. It wasn't me, but I'm sure mine would have been just as bad had I written it, so... Okay. So... we need to create a child process. Now here's my question. When do you use global variables? Best practices. The reason being, I'm not using any. I'm only using a main function, and that's okay until I'm not only using a main function. So now we have a const result, which is to exec the process. We're going to use the heap page allocator. Apparently, you need that one for this case instead of the other one. Oh. I think I might... Actually, let's do this. When I do a Zig run, I'm doing source main. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new directory. And that's not gonna be called source, it's gonna be called command run. And then we'll make a new Zig main in there. And I'll figure out how... There we go. Feel free to share it. If you found a video of me doing anything, share whatever you want. I'm surprised I have a video that's only 15 minutes long. Oh, this isn't mine. Oh, you want this one? Yeah, okay. Not my video. A different video that is 15 minutes long and a good video. Streamed 7 months ago. Let's stop that music. We can play it.
Practice. Working theme here, I wish I could sit here and say everything's amazing, look at that. I'm iJustine and oh, it's so pretty. But yesterday we packaged Intel's Thunderbolt utils and I'm still in shock. I will further to yesterday's video where I immediately was irritated how to build it, right? Because normally you would be in the top level directory and you would build it, but our T2 build system said, nah, there is no build stuff, what to do, right? I read the freaking manual and it's like, okay, cdlib, fair enough. And yesterday we already realized, wait a second, this instantly installs it into the system, right? And I mean, having this hard-coded and so on. This already was all low quality and non-standard, right? And I this already shocked me, right? But then I made the mistake and looked actually at the source code, and it only continues. Turns out this is the lowest quality code I've ever seen, and I'm really sorry to say that. If this would be an example program, I mean, this looks actually like a example program of someone in the second year of computer science. Actually, honestly, I would expect a computer university student at the end of the first year latest. I mean, most people, I would actually say you probably should already be able to do some programming when you go to university, but latest at the first year of the freshman year, you should produce better code than this. And that's, I would actually say it's not only the problem of C, certainly C is a problem, but this Thunderbolt utils really brings it to a new level. Because it turns out, so normally if you write all the Unix tools, right, these are Unix command line tools to get information of Thunderbolt devices or USB 4, like PCI utils and libUSB's USB utils. And it should mostly just query some files in ZFS or debugfs and so on, and list this output, right? But they made here completely, I've only seen such stuff of.
Last year, to combat inflation, we ran a promotion cutting the price of Mint Unlimited in half, and it was so popular.
Code unliterate hobbyists, like who are not professional coding and write some example program on a Raspberry Pi, like for home automation stuff, right? You know, some like EEV vlog doing some temperature sensor program or solar data. Like if an electrician gets a little bit in coding, it's forgivable, right? But this is how this code looks like, and these are supposed to be the Intel Thunderbolt utilities, right? Because what this code is doing, it's constantly running bloody shell scripting tools, right? This is basically, if for example, let's get total like static U8, get total ADPS debugfs, and like normally you would open, in C, you would use the C function open, and yes, it is annoying in C. I wouldn't write it in C, but they have written it in C. But the problem is they have not written it in C. They have written it in C like shell scripting of running, like you're not freaking doing this, right? This is not proper programming. And the next thing is, so not only this is completely non-standard, right? Normally you would open /dev, sysfs and whatnot, but no, they ls here some stuff, right? They program it. I mean, no, maybe I should as a educational experience, which I would recommend for all of you to do, read some old Unix code, but I would hope that the original Unix code written by all the original Unix folks and stuff would never have done stuff like this, like for example, like
anyway, so why should we
make file system or mount or whatever, right? Or I mean, anything. Maybe I should study. I mean, I would really surprised if even in the 70s they would have done nonsense like this. Probably like the original computer science people, they would have pulled the hair out when. I mean, literally, I want to smash my precious keyboard into my head. This is so sad, right? And the problem is, I constantly see bugs and security issues, and then Intel comes. And maybe it's not Intel management improved and someone has done it as a hobby and stuff, but then it shouldn't be advertised like, hey, Intel releases Thunderbolt utilities. It's like, and if the next person looks at it, I literally fall from,
this whole video, let me just sum it up like this. Just use bash to call, like, I feel like they would be much more efficient, like, why aren't they using a bash script for this? I am not for orchestration. If, like, I guess my thing's a little different. I want to do it for like an orchestration purpose, I guess. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this. I might switch to OAuth. It needs to be on the file system. Yes, Todd. But where was... Oh, it's child process run now. That's the thing. Well, I'll just keep this to see if it, like, prints hello world. And then... I agree, Todd. It stringing them together is different. Running one thing might make sense. I guess the reason I'm doing it, the only thing I can speak of, is why I even care about running things from the command line. Is because they made it, according to the docs, it's really easy to get the OAuth token with a Twitch CLI, and it's would require, like, it, so that makes sense. If it is, it appears to me, I don't know why I'm stuttering. Probably because my head is all over the place and I need to refocus, so just give me a minute to breathe in and refocus to where I need to be in this moment. Okay. I'm thinking and talking at the same time, but I'm not thinking about what I'm talking about, and that's the problem. Okay, so my problem is I have to authenticate with Twitch. There's two ways to do it. I could do it with OAuth and a click to the web, right? Or I could use it with the CLI. My goal is that this would be a completely, not autonomous, but I guess autonomous is the right word. Like, it could run without me having to get in the, like, I could just press run and I don't have to go through a whole bunch of config stuff. So it's like self-contained, I think is the right word. I want to make a self-contained chatbot. And if I pre-configure the CLI with client secret, according to the docs, then that CLI will get me an access code when I need to run my commands. So to me, getting the access code from the CLI when it's pre-configured would allow this to move much faster than if I were trying to call it through API steps. Now, that to me seems like a good use of this. As soon as you start having to depend on multiple things, and I guess orchestration is hard. I have other options for chatbots. No, I don't, Todd. I'm already there. Twitch, chatbots, IRC. This is where I'm at. And then authentication. That's where we're at. After you connect in the server, you must send a pass and nick. These messages are to authenticate the user. That's the step I am working through. Once the server authenticates your bot, you need to join to the chat room. Open up a TCP connection and throw bytes around. Well, I'm using the WebSocket one, not the IRC one. Should I see what happens if I try the IRC one instead of the other one? Oh, I want my music back. Todd, this is your fault. I don't know why it's your fault, but I'm blaming you. Where did my music go? Oh, I should be able to just press play there. So, source main.go zig. So if I were to do the IRC one, right? And then I am doing an HTTP connection, not a TCP connection, because this seemed easier. Yes, I know the CLI is just doing the browser thing for me. I'm well aware of this, Todd. The point was I didn't have to go in and press a button. That was the only thing I'm getting around here. Is me pressing the stupid button. I still have to press the button? I don't want to press the button. I want to... If I can't get out of it, then I don't want to do that. That's... It said... Where did I read that? I don't know where I read that. Oh yeah, I have done AWS SSO. Boo! And this is everywhere. What about device grant one? What if I did that? No, this one, the CLI does credential grant flow. Yeah, that's what the CLI did, was this one. Where I'd pass it this, and then I'd just get the token back. That's what I wanted. That's what the CLI did. But apparently I can do that with a post anyway, then it's fine, right? Okay, so we are no longer doing the CLI. Oh, we just have to read, I guess. Okay. It's better, is what I hear. All I hear... yes, Todd, it is incredibly stupid and we should just have to provide an API key. I am a fan of that. How much security is just posturing? All of it. Okay, I probably need to register my thing now. so I can get those dumb codes. So let's hide my screen. And where did they register your chatbot? Web security is the worst? There it is. But why is it the worst, Todd? Why is it the worst? Oh look, I already have a bot called Chat Ingest Bot. No, I want to remove you. Can I? I know I already created one. No, I don't want to register my organization. I just want to make one for myself. Hija de Anton. Yeah, it's confidential. Oh, manage. Add. Okay. Client ID. If I were smart, which I sometimes claim to be, you can add a wireless router to 1Password? What is that? You can also add a crypto wallet. Not an SSH key, not a database, not identity. Well, it's gotta be this. Twitch bot. Sorry, you can't see me. Client secret. You don't get them. Cool. Okay, now they're saved in 1Password. Nope. Success. Okay. Now I go back to applications, manage, save. Back to dashboard. Don't click on anything, Mariah. And you should be good to go. Live again. We back. Cool. So now I have these. So I need to make a post with this. I bet that 1Password does not have Zig set up. So, we'll have to figure that out. But let's just start with the correct kind of a post. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a new function now. I really don't, though, do I? Well, it would be smart to, because then I could just put it right here and have a function that is authenticate, right? How do we make a new function in Zig? Is it sad that sorry, is it sad that this is how far we've gotten? Like, we've only gotten to running tests. All functions are immutable. If a copy is desired, the user must explicitly make one. Unlike variables, which are snake case, functions are camel case. Okay. Recursion is allowed. How are you gonna not allow recursion? Just like not have it? So, because they don't tell you anything about anything else, these must... You also declare methods this way. Maybe methods and parameters are the same thing. So here's an example of declaring a simple function. So we want to make a new function, fn. The name is authenticate. Should we call it do auth? Do auth. What do we need to take in? Right now, nothing. And what do we need to return? Also nothing? That's not true. It has to go back to the clients. What the heck? Nightbot just hit 4 in a row? No, access token. Access token's what we're giving it back. So we need to give it an access token back, which is a type. Access token. 4 in a row for what? They just like posted 3 messages in a row for no reason. Access token. Okay, no, and I need to know... Oh, that one. Z guide. The typing here. So... How do you do strings? Is it a string or is it... So far, every time I've used a string, they've just thrown a U32 or U8 or something on there. So I'm wondering if strings are real. I don't think strings are actually real. Float 64, F64. But they have that curly thing for a S. So S, maybe S is string. This is fantastic. Operators. I'm glad they have a lot of operators. See? So, like, they do U and U8, and those so far have been, like, for characters, which is fine. Yeah, well, I guess... See how they have this pattern here? And that's fine. String literals are arrays. There we go. That's what I wanted to know. Where did they tell us that the first time? Primitive type. String literals. Found it! Yeah, U8. It's an 8-bit character that are likely to be ASCII. That's how it works under the hood in Go. So I guess it's... Because Go is my only point of reference to anything computer science. Because the people that wrote Go consider themselves fantastic computer scientists. And I'm not going to say they're not. I have no way to... Go is runes. What's the difference with... Oh, I guess Go is runes. But they still... Yeah, UTF-8. Thanks, Todd, for knowing more about computer science than I do. Go uses runes, not 8-bit characters. Unsigned 8-bit character integer. Oh look, they have chars. So I just literally need a slice of whatever. Not a slice, an array of U and 8. Todd says ABI stuff. We're in hell now. Yep. Okay, so for Mariah, Zig source code is UTF encoded. Any non-ASCII bytes appearing within a string literal in source code carry their UTF-8 meaning into the content of the string in the Zig program. The bytes are not modified by the compiler. It is possible to send non-UTF-8 bytes into a string literal using the whatever this is -x. No, that would be \XNN notation. Okay, they're UTF-8. So, when I'm defining my return, which is what the whole thing I wanted, oh, hex, yes. Hexad, whatever. Lala, did you come to say hi? Say, Mama, you made it really hard for me to come say hi. Mama, you did. Mama, now I just have to climb under this thing. The Zig library has its own documentation somewhere. Okay, just how... Okay, where was functions again? Pass by value parameters. For structs, yeah. So this is what I return. But how do I return a string? I mean, I'm sure we could find one over in the Zig thing. This is what they do, Todd. This. But that's a parameter, not a return. But I'm sure that's what I need to do. Look at that. Woo! I don't know what that means. You don't have to tell me. But you would think. This feels similar to learning Haskell because they have weird paradigms. You know, but the people that used Haskell sang its praises and said it was the best thing since sliced bread. I never used Haskell. But I'm glad you wanted to take it seriously. They sang its praises and never did anything. I've never heard of anything that made money that was written in Haskell. Only side projects. Maybe it exists, but I don't know. So this is an array uint 8. Yes. Documentation. I've never installed... No, I think that is accurate to probably 90% of the world. Never installed a Haskell. Okay, well, will you tell me how to return things? That's what I would like to know. How you return things. Just tell me. I think I ran away too far. Functions. There's a difference between a function body and a function pointer. Function bodies are compile time only types, while function pointers may be runtime known. Thank you. Pass by value parameters. Primitive types. Return thing. That's how you write it at the end. But they want us to define what kind of type it is. Adding the inline keyword in a function definition makes the function become semantically inlined on the call site. Well, they guess... I guess they don't care about how I do it, so I can do whatever I want. The Zig standard library has its own documentation. Wait, then what was I looking at? Oh, I know. This is like the doc, like go docs, and then this is like how to use it docs. This music... Yeah, the Zig standard library versus writing in Zig. I almost figured that out. Okay. I am just gonna give it a go. Give it a guess. Where'd I end up with my function? Function do auth. We're not passing it anything. And we're gonna go slice not slice, it's an array. U8. And we're gonna return something. Return thing. And what's this gonna do? Call Twitch API. Cool. So we need to create a new thing that's not this one because it calls a different freaking endpoint. Yeah. So we start with what we know we're supposed to start with, which is this. Because we have to have a URI format. I'm pretty sure open browser to the following URL. Where was my thing? There it is. Okay, that didn't copy very well. Copy! Paste. Now that's a thing. Now, we don't make a get. Well, we have to create the headers. Oh, were we... Did I throw the allocate? Where's my allocator? So now, if I use the same allocator, there is now benefit to make that a global. So now we have a HTTP client with an allocator. We now have this bytes thing. Don't know what this does. What does this do? Don't know. It's just an example. Now we create headers. Now what did it tell me about the headers? Headers. Headers, no, stop. Set the following a parameter as appropriate for your app. So usually it's not accept but format, content type, man, it's been a minute since I've written an API. Oh, gotta love Mozilla docs, right? Content type. It is content type. And then content type example. Was it form? No, we just... No, don't do that. Just don't do that. This is what I wanted. Application is what I want. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Expected semicolon after what statement? I didn't forget a semicolon anywhere. See you, Todd. Oh, it's 5. That means I should order dinner. Thanks for hanging out, Todd. Thanks for my luck with Zig. And be fair. Okay, now I need to order my food. I've got about 20 minutes in me, so. No, I needed it to be on the group order, silly. Silly, silly, silly. Sorry, just let me finish getting some Zao. And there was no pickup option, so we'll just confirm a delivery time. Yeah. So, okay. Cool. Back to our secret sauce. OAuth access. So we need to have a body that looks like this. This is not how you would do it in Zig, by the way. That's just a random. Okay, so I might just, because it does it in the weird primitive, I might just do a string format. Zig string format. Which is not a thing, right? Because they don't... format... right? This right here, he streams on Twitch. I think he's also a Zig maintainer. Zig string, string library made for Zig. Oh look, like it literally adds them together. Which is what you want them to do. Which is fine. But how do you do it? Oh, it's just a struct. with the memory allocator. Oh, that's real fun. It's real fun. I wonder... Right, so... Unused local variable. What local variable am I not using? Besides client. Because I'm not using client, but I'm... Hi, no, I'm using client somewhere. Hi, Lila, did you come to say hi to Mama? Mama. Mama. And now I don't have a request. Try request dot start. Mama, look at me. You want to come say hi? You want to come up? Come on. You gonna go outside and get Max? She's growling at me. I didn't think you could hear that growl. She's going. Huh? Hi. You want to come up? Come here. Come up. Come on. Come up. Come say hi to Twitch. You're so beautiful. Come say hi to Twitch. She's not gonna say hi to Twitch. Sorry, chat. Okay, so before we go anywhere, well, let's... And well, actually, let's remove that. So let's clean it up and get ready and find somebody to raid, but I'll make a list of what we need to do next. Okay. I'm pretty sure Zig Cache we don't need, but Build Zig I think we do need, so... Okay, so let's go into the README. So we're making it. And what does this do? Chatbot to connect to OpenAI API and generate posts. This is a work in progress and does not... Hi, Lulu. Does not work. So, to do. Hi, Lulu. Well, actually, we'll go with, yeah. So first thing we need to do, right? What's wrong, Lulu? What's wrong, Lulu? What's wrong, Lulu? Mama needs to finish and then we'll go. Yeah, let Mama finish real quick, okay? Go get your Max. Are you gonna come sit with Mama up? Come on. Yeah, up. Come on, up. Good job. Say hi, chat. Hi, chat. I'm the woo-woo. I'm the woo-woo. I'm the beautiful. I'm the woo-woo. Huh? Oh, you broke my green screen. You broke it. Say, bye, Mama. Oh, she's not goodbye. She's pushing me out of the way. She says no. Okay, let Mama make her commit. Yeah. So, first step will be set up Twitch OAuth. Right? And what we need to do for that, let me get this link where we're using the right one. This right here. No, that's not what I wanted. Yes. We want the credentials flow. And then we need to return access key. Then we need to join chat. We need to then read messages. And we need to send messages to GPT. Then we need to receive chat GPT. We probably need to store messages somewhere. And then we need to post message to chat. That's where we're at. Like, these features are not fully implemented, but will come soon. It is a tool to improve chat on Twitch streams, as well as to learn about Zig and LLM accuracy. Okay, where was that Zig website? Okay, that should be... Yeah. No, where was the Zig one? The Zig one. I don't know. This is good enough. And then I'm gonna add here helpful docs. And this is so I don't have to save anything. Zig guide has been super helpful. This has been helpful. And that's as far as we got. Okay, I push this up. Now, we'll probably be working on this for a while. We go over here. We see default branches main. Secrets and variables, no. Security, no. Rules. Yeah, rule set. Rule set. On new branch rule set. Clean main. Oh my gosh. Should have used passkey. Should have used passkey. It's so much easier. Require pull request before merging, usually one. Require deployments to succeed. Require linear history. I like that. Oh, I didn't even sign that commit. Where's the one that says you have to have a require pull request before merging? Yeah, and then where's the one that says you can't push to main? Required status checks. Oh, well then, I don't have any yet. Applies to one target main. Add target. Don't push to... How do we do that? GitHub rule, don't push to main. No, that was a wrong one. I think this does it though. Cool. I think it does it. Never look at the number of viewers. Who should we try? Jitter Ted? I've been watching him recently. Cool. So, if you have not recently checked things out, I would recommend looking at, it's the command at linktree. Check out my linktree. I would recommend following me on Substack. Everything I post on Substack will be free, but I hope to start doing new tutorials there, new courses. Everything I learn about Zig will go on Substack. It will be free. So follow me there. I would recommend following on YouTube one day. I will get around to actually making these shorter and more digestible and not big things. We've got Hack Meetup this week. If you're in Utah, come work on things. Next week we have the Utah Data Engineering Meetup that will be streamed. I'm going to be in Austin, Texas. The last week in March for Data Council, I will be speaking. You can find more information about that on Linktree. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, just subscribe. If you do subscribe, I will be adding more streams. So we will see you soon.
All right, so what we want here is we want this to trigger on load, matrix swap none. So what this is saying is